think I'll be needing any of this, but for those of you who do suffer from a hangover, there are certain things you might want to do from a natural perspective. We talked about it yesterday on the show. We had Chef Parsons on the show.
Oh, yeah?
He had a very greasy breakfast, and that was supposed to be the cure.
Is that
part of your...
Well, yeah, there's actual science to that. So let's dive right into the grease. So greasy breakfast at a greasy spoon of your choice to nurse that hangover. But on top of which, you can add some very healthy grease. And healthy grease is known as EPA and DHA out of either vegan sources or fish oil. So 4 or 5 grams of that first thing in the morning, an incredible solution. So we're fatheads. A lot of our brain gets disturbed when we've had too much alcohol. All right. It's primarily because it is dehydrating us. We'll talk about how to solve that momentarily. But to rehydrate is key, but also to throw back the oils that your brain needs to survive is probably the second most important thing.
Okay, that looks healthier than what Jason made yesterday.
Probably the healthier version of a greasy spoon, but nonetheless as important, okay? So here's why we're getting a hangover, other than the fact, of course, we're indulging beyond our means, all right? So we're getting a hangover, number one, because we dehydrate, as we talked about. So 1 glass of water for every drink you have. Not too hard, you'll be peeing like a racehorse, granted, but, but it's very important. That'll help to keep you rehydrated. It'll also keep you entertained, having that second or maybe fourth, so every other, as something you're sipping on.
That's
a lot healthier. Now, what's inside your drinks matter. And the reason I brought, a glass of red wine and a glass of, your favorite whiskey or liqueur is because these folks, these types of drinks have the highest amount of toxins known as congeners. Okay. All right, so vodka, white wine, far less. Yes. But these guys, these toxins that we have to detoxify beyond just the alcohol, and they're a result of fermentation, a natural result of fermentation. But, so if you want to reduce the chances of alcohol, most natural thing is not to drink, but to reduce the chances is to go for the white versions of wine or liquor. Right,
I've wondered if that makes any kind of difference, and so that's interesting to hear.
Absolutely does.
It will sort of ease your hangover a little bit.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, the first thing people typically go to is coffee, and we know about that. It's part of the greasy spoon solution, right? Yeah. Coffee, eggs, bacon. There is some good science to show that coffee may help to actually what's called vasodilate, so increase blood flow to the head and sort of help to relieve a bit of that pounding. But very quickly thereafter, coffee will also cause dehydration. So all I'm saying is limit the amount of coffee. So 1 to maybe 2 and drink it slowly. And once again, remember to have that water along with it.
It's crucial.
Now, I've got garlic out here, so if you can handle it, listen, no one's kissing you anyways. You're gross and you're hungover, so you may as well just be that much more gross. So lots of fresh garlic into that greasy spoon breakfast. It's got something in it called cysteine, which is an amino acid that helps naturally detoxify. The liver needs that to detoxify and ultimately get over that hangover quicker. Good science. Now, people are like, oh, screw the garlic, I'm going to have acetaminophen. Do not have acetaminophen.
Is that going to be damaging?
The research shows even 500 milligrams of acetaminophen will really hurt your liver, especially when you're already fighting the alcohol. So if you need to, grab the ibuprofen. That will not have that same, so it's not putting that same burden on the liver, okay?
Are you having that raw, the garlic? Does it matter?
Raw.
It has to be raw?
If you can handle it, here's a quick recipe. I've got a better one, but quick recipe is 2 cloves with some greens, so your greens of choice, so spinach, water, and a little bit of salt, and a 99 milligram potassium. You blend that up in your Vitamix down the hatch. It's nasty, but it works, right? Works. I've got a better one, okay? But that's the garlic one. Now, a good B complex. Okay, a B50 complex they're called, so it's got all the B vitamins in it. One with that greasy spoon breakfast. Okay, really helps not only calm the nerves, but also to help to flush out the toxins out of your system. Now here's the recipe, and this really works. Again, limit the amount of intake, and this is not a pink slip to go now drink more. No, it's just that it really will work. And once again, it's helping to solve the electrolyte issue. So a lot of vitamin C and naturally occurring antioxidants in a whole lemon. So you're going to squeeze a whole lemon. All right. Then you're going to put the equivalent of approximately a teaspoon worth of blackstrap molasses. Doesn't matter what kind. All right, this stuff has a lot of potassium in it, and that's the other really important thing, along with salt. And where's our salt? Yeah, about a teaspoon. It sounds like a lot, but you really want to refill those electrolytes. Teaspoon of Himalayan rock salt.
Does it have to be that salt?
It should, because it's got a lot of other micronutrients other than just sodium chloride. So these micronutrients are the key. All right. And we're going to mix that up.
You're going to make me drink it, aren't you?
I'm always making you drink this stuff.
He always makes me drink it. I should have known that right from the start. Although I am not afraid to drink that, because molasses and lemon is not that. That's not that bad.
So it excuse the seeds.
Yeah.
You don't want it down the whole. You want it down the whole thing if you're hungover, all right? But just take a sip. It isn't. I'm not making this for flavor. It is. It really is.
That
but
is
it works.
not what
it's
I was
horrible, but it
expecting
works.
at all.
It's horrible, but it works.
So you know it's going to work because it's
Absolutely.
horrible.
Yeah. Listen, there's a huge detriment.
Drink the whole thing.
Drink the whole thing. It's about 8 ounces of that mixture, and we'll have it on cityline.tv for everyone else to take a peek at that. So don't drink too much over the holidays. Drink very responsibly, but these are some natural cures and remedies to help you along.
Right,
Enjoy.
and on that note, we'd say, you know, do not drink and drive. We know if you're in a situation where you're having some drinks, you have a designated driver, you have an Uber, you have a cab, you've got someone waiting for you
Way too many
to get you home.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Bryce.